The second view is the view of wahdatul afaq. It's the opposite almost of the first view. Basically the view of the unity of horizons. So all the horizons, they share the same law. All the horizons will begin on the same day. And basically, now this view comes in multiple forms, but I'll speak about the most basic form of this opinion or view, is that if the moon is spotted anywhere in the world, this is sufficient for the entire world. So basically all the horizons of the world, they share the same law. They begin and end their months together. What's the arguments of this proof? Likewise, many, but likewise scientific proof and a piece of evidence or argument from the ahadith, from the traditions. The first proof, the scientific proof, is an astronomical proof, we can call it. And basically what these ulama say is that how many times, they tell the ulama of the first view, they say you compared the moon to the sun. They say that's wrong. You cannot compare the moon to the sun. Why? Because how many times is the moon born? When we say new moon, that's like the moon is born. It goes into a state of mahaq that the ulama call it, which you can't see it, and then it's born once again. You could see the crescent once again. How many times is the moon born? There's only one new moon, isn't there? Even as an astronomer, there is only one new moon. While with sunset and sunrise, you have multiple sunsets and multiple sunrises. Even astronomers, they accept this. Every area has their own sunset. The sun rises and the sun sets. That's based on location. But the moon being born, the new moon, is not based on location. We only have one new moon, and that is not based on your area. It's for the entire world. And the new moon itself does not signalize the new month, the ulama say. Some people say, the new moon, you could find that astronomically. When the new moon happens, the new month begins. That does not signalize the new month. You have to wait after that, some hours after that. Because as we mentioned, the moon enters a state of mahaq, meaning you can't see it anymore because there's no light being reflected from the sun back at you. So it's pitch black. You can't see it. Until it starts orbiting. Once it starts orbiting once again, it goes away from the sun, you begin to see the light of the moon once again, the crescent. That very first second, when you begin, the people of the earth, begin seeing the light of the moon, this is when the new month officially begins. So once again, the ulama of wahdatul afaq, the second view, they say how many times does after the moon entering the state of pitch darkness, mahaq, how many times does it leave that state? It only leaves it once. It can't leave more than twice, because the first second that it leaves, khalas, it left. It can't happen twice. It's like you're leaving your house. You only leave your house once. After that, you've left. Nothing else is happening. So they say because the moon only leaves that state of mahaq, which is pitch darkness, and then a crescent forms, it only happens once. That means there could only be 1 second, 1 instance where the new month begins. And it has to be universal, it has to be for the entire world, because it only happens once for the entire world, where the entire world could not see the moon, and then all of a sudden they saw the moon. This only happens once. That very first second, when they see the moon, this is when the new month begins.